Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Human Design Basics series. My name is Janet Hickox, and I am your Cosmic Soul Blueprint guide. And I use astrology, human design, the gene keys, and the Akashic records at times to help you get to the real truth of who you are. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the manifestors. We started the process with what is human design. We went into the next video of what are the 5 types. And today, we're actually going to start with the manifestor type. Now, manifestors make up about 8 to 9% of the population. And they're the trailblazers of human design, right? They're the fire starters, the catalysts, the ones that get the ball rolling in the world. They're here to begin things. And sometimes those are things that no one else but them can begin. And in this video, I'm diving into the manifestor type, their strategy, their gifts, their challenges, and what helps them to thrive both through health and their spiritual work. If you're a manifester, this is your permission slip to live your life as the initiator that you were born to be. Okay, now, manifestors are the human design type with the strategy to inform. So their strategy is all about letting other people know before they take action. Unlike other types who are designed to wait, manifestors really do not have to wait, right? Generators waiting to respond, projectors are waiting to be invited, and reflectors are waiting a full cycle of the moon. But manifestors are here to forge ahead and say, let's go, let's get moving, right? But here's the key. While they don't need permission to take action, they do need to inform the people who will be impacted by their decisions before they actually do anything or take any action. Sharing what they're about to do clears kind of the resistance that they encounter from other people and turns those obstacles into allies. Now, manifestors have a powerful aura. It's almost like they're noticed as soon as they walk in the room. Their auras are impactful and direct. Now, people feel them almost before they see them, right? They feel this energy coming in. And that can sometimes feel intimidating to other people and or lead people to try to control the manifestors, especially in childhood. Now, manifestors are not here to sustain energy like the generators do, or to sustain action like the generator types do. They're not built for the long haul. They're designed to light the spark and set things in motion and then step back. Manifestors share 3 key traits. First, they have a defined throat center, and the throat center is what gives them impact and presence. They also have a motor connected to the throat. Now, these 4 centers down here at the bottom, the will center or heart center, the emotional center or solar plexus, the root center, and the sacral center are all 4 motors. For a manifestor, any one of the 3 motors out here, either the will or heart, the emotional center, or the root center, can be connected to the throat, making them a manifestor. But no manifestor has the sacral center defined, so it can't be this as a motor that makes it to the throat center for a manifestor. And not having the sacral connected to the throat means that they don't have consistent workforce energy. And a motor connected to the throat for the manifestor sort of fuels their ability to act and to speak because the energy just flows right up to the throat. And having the defined throat center, of course, is where the creative energy is funneled up to the throat and then brought out to the world. Now, this is why manifestors this is why it's so important for manifestors to make sure they follow their type and their strategy because they do not have access to unlimited or sustainable life force energy. They're kind of like the sprinters, not the marathoners of the races in the world. Now, manifestors have many gifts, right? As we all have gifts, but manifestors have a set of specific gifts. One is their bold independence and their visionary leadership, starting movements and creating momentum and, getting the ball rolling. They have creative initiative and they bring through ideas that other people might not even imagine bringing in. And the energy of that creation energy is meant to just be brought out, right? They don't have to wait for anything. And then they also have the power to change directions quickly. They can pivot and they can be flexible in what it is that they're actually doing. And when manifestors follow their initiating energy and inform others, they inspire trust and they clear the way for big change. Because it's also valuable to look at what the challenges are for any type. Um, Here are some of the manifestor challenges. One, they feel controlled or restricted by others. So they're really not good team players, right? They can certainly play as a part of a team, but if they're the leader of the team, they experience resistance from others when they don't take the time to inform about what it is they're doing. And anger for a manifestor is not just their not self theme. It is something that happens as a way to let them know they're feeling blocked. And they can gain burnout from trying to sustain energy like the generators around them. And their shadow isn't failure, it's isolation. Manifestors sometimes retreat when they feel misunderstood. And their healing comes from communication, speaking, informing instead of withdrawing when they feel threatened or when somebody's asking too many questions. Now, their spiritual journey, because all types have a spiritual journey. The spiritual journey for the manifester is about reclaiming their independence and doing that without rejecting connection, right? Not withdrawing and disappearing in order to be independent, but being independent even while they are in connection with others. Informing for them, by the way, is not about seeking permission. They simply do not need permission to do anything. It's about building trust. Right? It's about letting people know, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it, perhaps. Just letting you know, right? They don't have to say, oh, please, may I? That's not part of the package for them. Manifestors do their deepest soul work when they follow their inner authority. And then they use their energy to initiate what's authentic for them. And whether or not others understand it right away or not, it isn't their job to do that. They're just here to take action. Now, as for health and well being for manifestors, they have to honor cycles of rest. They work in bursts and then retreat, right? Um, they take the time to self nurture in between, right? So they'll have an engagement, something that they're doing, and then they rest. And then they'll come back and have something that they're doing and then rest. And when they do that, they stay healthy. They need to protect their alone time, right? Their nervous system can get easily juiced out if they are around too many people for too long. So they do have to build alone time into their day. Light exercise and Mother Nature are restoratives for the manifestor types. And if you're a manifestor, don't try to keep up with the generators. It's just not sustainable for you, right? And you'll end up finding yourself on the unhealthy end of the manifestor, which is burnout. Let's review some of the key information, the key themes for manifestors. First off, their strategy is to inform before taking action. Informing keeps people from creating obstacles for them. Their authority, which we haven't gotten to in the videos yet, but authority depends on their chart and they'll need to follow their authority faithfully. Their conditioning theme is anger, and that anger pops up when they're blocked or when people want to have explanations for what it is they're doing. But their signature Their signature is peace. And peace comes for the manifestors when they align with their type and their strategy. And their gifts, remember, are visionary leadership, are bold initiation, and independence. Now, I thought maybe it would be fun if you knew a few people of fame and fortune who are manifestors. For one, Frida Kahlo, the artist and woman that has had a big impact in Latin America. Johnny Depp, the actor, Orson Welles, Susan Sarandon, and George W. Bush, among others that are out there in the world. And each of these people has brought a bold, initiating energy into the world for better or for worse, right? So, manifestors, does this sound like you? Share your experience in the comments below. What happens when you inform? What happens when you forget to inform? Um, Let us know, right? And if this video has resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so you can be informed of new videos as they come out. And check out the playlist of Human Design Basics, where all of the types will be expressed, and also other videos around Human Design Basics. And if you don't know your type yet, grab your free human design chart and report at my website. The address is just below, and you can generate your chart and other people in your family or your friends right there on the website. Remember, if you're a manifester, you are not here to do it all. You're here to start it all. And when you honor that, you will find your true signature, which is peace. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. In the next video, we'll take up the generators.